Hello everyone, and do I have some updates for you? But I have to film this video really quickly. It probably won't be quick. I say it will be, but it's not. Because my camera battery apparently is dying. Great. But yeah, as you can tell from the title of this video, I have some news for you all. I quit swimming. And for a lot of you that might come as a surprise, and for some of you it may not. It just depends. I guess that's the only other way I can put it. And I don't honestly know. I officially quit. I mean, essentially tryouts haven't even started. They don't start till November 9th, I think. But I emailed my coaches this past Saturday and I notified them that I will not be swimming this year. And if you know me, you know swimming has been a huge part of my life for a while. I started swimming back when I was in 3rd grade. We went to the same pool when I was little, all throughout my entire life basically. And swimming was just something that I did my entire life. I swam on a competitive league for, I would say a year, but it was honestly 4 months and I hated it. I hated swimming competitively so much. And that was kind of my stance on it, was that I enjoyed it, but I didn't want to be a competitive swimmer. And when I started my freshman year swimming, honestly, it was the thing that saved me freshman year. Because freshman year and throughout high school, as I've kind of let you guys know, high school has been a really dark, trying time in my life. And so when I found swimming freshman year, I fell in love with it. It was great. And I was pretty good. I wasn't that great. I was decently good. I was in the second lane, and the way we divided it up was it was lanes 1 through 4, 1 being the best, 4 being not the greatest. And I was in 2, and that was pretty good. And I had all this hope, and anyway, that happened. And then sophomore year, I met my best friends, Savannah and Peyton and Brianna, through swimming. Brianna was a diver for 1 year, but anyway, I met them, and they were my best friends. And sophomore year swimming was still pretty good. And then junior year swimming happened, and I remember vividly, I guess I shouldn't be saying this, but I remember vividly, our first practice was when we had a 5 a.m. practice. First off, that was awful. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get to school so a bus could pick me up at 4:30 to drive me to the pool so I could practice. And it was awful. And I remember jumping in that first day thinking, what am I doing? I do not have the drive. And it's as the year went on, I did build a drive, and I'm when I set my mind to something, I will do it. I'm a hard worker, and that's one of my strengths about me, is that I'm determined and I will do it. But as the year went on, and I tried my best, and I was doing, this happened every year. I would do really, really well, and then come mid-January, our conference, our top tier conference, what you train for in February, by January I always would plateau basically. And so we went to this huge swim meet in January. It was an invitational, and I was supposed to swim the 200 and the 500 and then a relay, but the relay stuff happened, right? And I didn't end up swimming the relay, but I swam the 200 and I had an asthma attack. And I've been kind of dealing with some asthma. I don't really know. I have weird lungs. I don't know. I think it's partially because of the chlorine that I've been inhaling for so long. And so I freaked out in the 200. My body just flipped on me, and I had this huge panic attack basically in the water, and I sucked. My time was awful. I don't remember what it was. I don't want to know what it was. And so then I was crying my eyes out basically because of what happened and why I wasn't in the relay from the previous night, all that stress. And my coach basically was like, what are you doing? And talked about how I always plateau and she doesn't know why, and it's just that affected me, you know. And I haven't really talked about it because I don't feel like it was my place to talk about it, but I tried my best. And then I went to the 500. I'm gonna cry. I can't cry. I went to the 500 and I swam my best, and I still sucked. There's a girl from the rival school of our district who we and her would always be neck and neck, and I was keeping up with her, and I didn't think I would. And at the very end, she killed me, and I gained so much time, and it just that was so draining, and I was so upset. I'm crying just thinking about it right now. And so as the season went on, I was just from that moment, it just wasn't right. Stuff happened with my coach and I, and just I wasn't in it anymore. And it's she said I didn't care, and I did. I cared so much. I don't want to cry. And so basically, as the season progressed, I kind of redeemed myself a little bit. I still wasn't as great as I used to be. I don't want to cry. I still wasn't as good as I had hoped and as I was freshman year. I find that my grade level is the last grade level of people that did not have to play competitive sports to be good. After me, everyone has been on a competitive team, and I feel that was part of it. My freshman year, I was pretty good because everyone before me never swam competitively. But each year that I came, more competitive swimmers came, and that's not their fault. They loved it. It just wasn't my thing, I guess. And so anyway, now that I'm rambling for hours, the reason I quit was basically, I am so overwhelmed right now, and I didn't reflect upon it, my mental health and everything, until this coming into senior year when I was like, you know what, I should not be like this. I should not be this stressed out about life and about swimming and all this other stuff. And I always kind of joked, like, the past few weeks I was going to quit, and then I really was set on it. And then I talked to a few of my swim friends that I did have left, and they were like, no, don't do it. So I was like, I'm not going to. But then I got a second job, and newspaper, I have a huge portion of the newspaper on my shoulders this year, and it's something I love. I love newspapers so much, and I really care about DECA, and I got the second job, and it's like all these things came into place, and I was like, I can't handle it. I'm only one person, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to swim in college. I'm not that great of a swimmer, and I'm not going to do it in college. I'm not going to get a scholarship for it, so why waste my time? And I'm going to be putting my heart into all these other things that I just physically cannot handle doing one more thing. And I used to always look through the yearbook and hate on the people who quit their senior year. Like, you'd always see, like, 3-year athlete, but they quit their senior year. And I was always like, why? Why would you do that? You committed 3 years of your life. Commit the 4th year. And I was so set on that, and that was really why I was going to swim. And then I was like, you know what? I need to be doing this for the right reason. I need to be loving myself and taking a step for myself. So that's why I quit swimming. And yeah, it's a lot. I'm probably going to write a blog post. I will, I know, write a blog post about it, going more in depth about it. Just because there's a lot of things I probably want to say, but I can't right now. Or just because of the time limit. But yeah, I quit swimming. My life is insane. I don't even know. And so, honestly, I think what I want you all to take from this video is this is probably more for me than it is for anyone else to watch in the public. But do what makes you happy. And I'm a huge people pleaser, and I was doing everything for the wrong reason. And so, yes, swimming was a huge part of my life, and I loved it while I was doing it. But I just realized that, you know what, it's time to take some more time for me and do the things I really care about. And like, DECA and newspaper are things that will be influencing my future. I want to go into marketing and communication, so I'm doing things to help my future. And swimming is just going to take up more time. And I loved it, and I loved those girls, a lot of those girls, a lot. And they mean a lot to me, but it's just something you have to weigh your options. So that was my biggest thing, is if you're a senior, or if you're in any grade, and you're like debating whether to quit something or not, see what else you have on your plate, see what you want to do, and just evaluate it all. I wrote out like a pro and con list. I did all these different things because I know myself pretty well, and I wasn't sad when I officially quit, I guess. I cried. I did cry a lot, and my mom was freaking out. She's like, did you make the wrong decision? I was like, no, I made the right one, and I finally was able to say that I made a decision for myself and to better myself. So yeah, that's my video for the week. Sorry, it was kind of sad and rambly. If I have a blog post up by then, I'll link it down below for you guys to read. And yeah, if you guys are part of the swim team and any of my 3 years of actually swimming, I love you guys. You were all pretty great. Yeah, that's it for this week. Bye.